Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your full moon in Sagittarius for May 23rd, 2024. Full moons close out cycles. We could be closing out a big cycle or just one from the previous new moon. But you have some pretty big guns here with the number 5 spirit, the sacred temple card, which is the direction that this reading is going in. This is a place of power and inspiration for you. It's kind of like you can connect with your personal power, kind of like where you have unlimited information. So if you've been working on a project or whatever type of information you may be seeking, the answers you seek are available to you now. And sometimes this is through the Akashic records. I think it is the Aether. I think everything is information. And so it is available to us at all times. We just have to be in the right energy or frame of mind for it, right? Usually at peace, usually quiet. And answers are there. Information comes to us. So it's about connecting to your possibly higher self or just the higher energies. It's kind of hard to explain, but I know what you're talking. I know you understand what I'm talking about because you have a high philosophy. You're very philosophical people, and that information comes from all around us, right? Sagittarius can be the student of life. And so you take the things that you've experienced and you can glean a lot of knowledge. And when you find time to digest the information, you can turn that knowledge into wisdom. So this is really about connecting and receiving information, whatever that is for you. In any case, it's quite nice, and it's the direction the reading is going in. So hopefully we can tap into that for you. The first column is where you find yourself at the time of the full moon. And perhaps it is also that you are very conscious of what you are closing out, finishing up, what cycle you're ending, or just projects or that sort of thing. And that would be in this column. The middle column is you and how you feel, what you're thinking, what you're doing, how you are experiencing this energy, this situation. And the last column is probable outcome. So some things we are able to change when we have the proper information, which is why we watch the tarot, right? To become informed. And some things we are meant to experience. You chose to experience them always, always, always for our growth. Although it may not always seem like that. Okay, let's have a look here. Nice. This is enlightenment. So that is definitely in line with the sacred temple. I like that. Excellent. All right. You have some questions in your mind, or there may be a younger person around you who has a lot of questions, who's very inquisitive. This is my detective card. It is associated with Taurus for me. But it's somebody who really works hard to find the answers, and goes to great lengths to get them, to dig up things and find the answers to something. Now, and again, this can be you or it can be somebody in your atmosphere. It would be a younger person, somebody at a distance, or And I think that's what I'm getting for you. Either somebody at a distance or a younger person around you. Could also be someone who is older, but they may be a little less mature. And we have family here. It's more than that. It's community. It's your daily life. It's the people that you see on a daily basis. So it could be your colleagues. It could be, like I said, just the people that you see on any normal day. The guy at the deli, the barista, wherever, the grocery clerk, that sort of thing. There's communication. There's conversation here. And we may get some information when we're kind of digging around. Or there may be somebody who's asking you a lot of things or is inquisitive about your situation. This can also sometimes be legacy. Your legacy, the legacy that you leave behind, inheritance it can be. But there is this sort of need for communication, and there is a hierarchy here. So that's what I mean by I feel like this can be a young person, and again, possibly at a distance, or even if it's just in your daily life. But you have a hierarchy here. You have the grandfather, you have the parents, you have half a child here, and even the pets. So there is this kind of hierarchy and communicative energy. Even gossip can even be gossip when negatively aspected. 10 is the end of a cycle, and I see it again here, so we're definitely ending something. The end of a cycle, the beginning of something new simultaneously. Yeah, see, you have two swords around you. It can be the same person, so it can be a young female, or it can be two people who have that kind of same energy. Queen of Swords is going to be somebody, well, it is my Virgo card for me, but it can be somebody with pointy features. It can be somebody with sharp eyes, high sharp cheekbones, maybe a pointy nose. They're often refined, but they don't always have to be. They have a sharp mind and a bit of a sharp tongue to go along with it, so they can be very critical. But they can be critical thinkers, right? So it's not always a negative thing, but it can translate to something negative if people misunderstand them. The idea here is that they are, again, trying to clear their mind. And so this is somebody who kind of can kick up a bit of dust on the ground, but they have clarity on what they want. In another deck that I have, this is a card of a woman with a man's severed head in her hands. So that's what I mean. Like she can cut somebody off in a moment's notice. But she probably has good reason for it. Not only that, this is also, if it is a friend, they will defend you tooth and nail. If they love you and believe in you, they will defend you. Okay? So, two sides to everybody. So I do feel like there's some conversation going on here. And again, maybe for some, even gossip. All right? Okay. You and how you're dealing with the situation. You're the Knight of Pentacles. You're kind of walking away from the situation. So I do feel like there is some change going on here. For some people, this can actually be graduation, like graduating school. Maybe you have to attend a graduation or something like that. And there may need to be some information that's necessary that you have to get from the parents of the person who's graduating. So there can be a lot of conversation going on there. What do they want for a graduation gift? That sort of thing. It can be just that mundane, people. All right, the Knight of Pentacles is something that you have to offer, and that's why I say we're taking the ideas and the conversation here and we're offering something going forward. Timing is really important with the Knight of Pentacles. It may appear like procrastination to some people, but this is really about timing. This Knight knows when to plant. He knows when to reap, right? He knows when to harvest, that kind of thing. He knows his timing. It is the only Knight that is stagnant. He's not moving. And it's a very black horse, so there is some density to him. But that's Earth, right? This is the Earth Pentacles, so that's Earth. And with that, you have some questions yourself. And that's why I say this can be you as well, because we're kind of in detective mode here. And so these are choices that are before you, and you can be a little bit confused in the choice making or in the decision making. What should I do? Do I need to go to this? And if I do, how do I go? Do I fly? Do I drive? Where will I park? We have choices here. And so there can be some confusion where the choices are concerned. These are the 7 planets that have 7 different things to offer you. What do I choose? And this card always says, choose what the heart wants. Do not negate the heart. It's the cup suit, and so that's your emotional world. And you do that. You do that with the 10 of cups. So you have 2 tens. We're definitely dealing with some endings and new beginnings with the 10 of cups. This is emotional maturity. It's really nice. It can be seeing things through rose-colored glasses when negatively aspected, but I don't see the negative aspect here. And so for me, this is very much, these are the couple from the 2 of Cups that have emotionally matured through this cycle. And so there is some emotional maturity here. Again, it feels like, for me, somebody's going to graduate, and maybe we're going, and we're really happy for them. We may be seeing family. Obviously, it's a general reading, so that is one person's specific scenario, or a few people's specific scenarios, probably not everybody, but I do feel family orientation here. And also emotional maturity. This is the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and this kind of talks about financial, like I said, inheritance. What have we given? What have we passed down from generation to generation, kind of scenario as well. Interesting. The outcome is really nice. You have enlightenment here, and again, that's why I say I think that's very nice. That goes with the sacred temple. But it can also be being social, being in the spotlight, right? Maybe this is maybe you're the one that's graduating, and where do I go from here? The Knight of Pentacles, and now I have something to offer. What kind of job will I take? Where will I move to? Will I go back to family? Will I find a good house? That kind of energy as well. And the information that you seek, you do tend to be connected, that you can get those answers. The World card is very much a card of travel, but it is the graduation card. We're moving on up. So the Magician has one of these wands. Once you've gone through the entire cycle, because this is card 21, you are well balanced, right? You're well balanced. You hold one in each hand. This is a small protective spiritual box that you're in before you move on. These are small things that you have to do before you move on to the next big cycle. And we're ready for it. We're ready for the summer. We're ready to, even if it's not, we were graduating, maybe we're just leaving school now, and we're ready to enjoy the summertime and take some time off and feel free again from school and restraints and college and maybe even work, and we're just taking a holiday, a vacation. Wow. Wow, Sag. This is really nice. Now you have the Nine of Pentacles here. This is the card of, it's Venus in Virgo. So it's kind of the practical side of life. It is through your own hard work, right? You've created a luxurious life for yourself. Or maybe you're just going somewhere nice on holiday, right? That feels very luxurious. But it is the practical side of life. But the lovely practical side of life. So if it was a relationship, like a romantic relationship, this would be somebody who would help you to do the dishes, help you clear the table, help you to garden, be at your side when I don't know, paying bills or whatever. It's the small things, it's the practical things in a relationship that we would be seeking with the Nine of Pentacles. But more than that, it's just a strong, independent person who, through their own hard work, right, maybe through their studies, maybe that kind of thing, has created a good, luxurious life for themselves, or just a well-sustained future. It's nice. It's perfect for your moon. You may be in the spotlight. You may be feeling very social. Maybe you might just want to be out in the sun, out of the office, out of school. Openings. What does Spirit want you to know? A new door is opening for you. So we are graduating. We are moving on to something big here. Okay? Very, very nice, Sag. I'm happy for you. I hope things work out very well for you. We are definitely getting some clarity, I think, with this energy, and the fact that there's some confusing options, or and it can have something to do with family, but things seems to be very light and happy, and new openings, and this is a really, really nice reading for you, Sagittarius, and your full moon. So enjoy it. Thank you for listening. I hope it's been helpful, and I'll see you in 2 weeks with a new moon reading. Bye for now.